welcome to Cruising with Comal. I really appreciate you doing that. Abby, introduce to everybody who you are.
My name is Abigail Redin. I am a junior at Smithson Valley High School in Comal ISD.
That's great. And you started a big thing here called Soles4Souls. And tell us a little bit about Soles4Souls.
So Soles4Souls is a organization based out of Nashville, Tennessee. And what they do is we donate our shoes to them, and they distribute them to countries all around the world.
Wow.
And depending on what level your shoes are in, like what kind of condition they're in, depends on where they go.
Now, how did you find this organization?
So how I found out about this was my church actually did a shoe drive.
Is that right?
The year before, yes.
Oh, that's great. Let's give some props to the church. Which church?
Yes, San Pedro Presbyterian Church on San Pedro Avenue.
Nice, nice.
We did the shoe drive, and it was technically the youth shoe drive.
Okay.
And we did it, and the church did fairly well with just the surrounding community.
Okay.
And as the environmental chair this year, I really wanted to do something.
Yeah.
Because I know we're also trying to get a lot of students involved this year with PTA.
Right.
Because now we're PTSA all across Comal.
Oh, I see. So you're part of the PTSA here.
Yes.
Which is Parent Teacher Student Association.
Yes, sir.
All right.
And so, and our environmental committee has never really done a project before.
Okay.
And so I said, let's do something.
Man.
And I did a really, really small thing. Like I got some like recycling bins in the fall. And then I was like, let's do this. And my mom kind of gave me this weird, crazy look like, are you sure? And I said, yes.
Now, how many shoes were you thinking about collecting for Soles4Souls to be distributed out there to the world?
My goal was to have 1,000 pairs.
1,000?
1,000 pairs from the 6 different schools that did participate.
Oh, okay. So you were actually thinking about not just Smithson Valley High School.
So it started out as Smithson Valley High School, but then I was like, why stop there? Let's just keep going.
So you, first of all, was Smithson Valley High School.
Yes.
But then you said, let's go.
Let's go. Let's just hit the ground running.
Now, what made you decide to go, let's go?
Just from knowing that we want to get more students involved.
Yeah.
And just how great of an organization Soles4Souls is. I really wanted to just try to get as much behind this as we could.
Okay.
Yes.
Now, 1,000. I mean, how'd you come up with that number, though? That's, to me, that seems like a lot of pair of shoes.
Yes. Well, I figured there's about 3,000 roughly students at
Smithson Valley High School, which is quite a bit.
Yes. And also, if you go to the Soles4Souls website and you say, I want to do a donate, like I want to start a fundraiser, the goal that they suggest is 1,000.
Is that right?
Yes. There are different ones you can have.
But is 1,000 the lowest?
1,000 is not the lowest, but that's the one that's like, yeah, let's do this.
So that was a goal for you?
Yes. My goal was like, okay. Also, I thought 1,000 sounded pretty reasonable because if just 1/3 of the school donated, then that's our goal.
Yeah, excellent. So then you decided to go and then expand to others out there.
Yes.
Now, how did you go about doing that? Because, sometimes I get, it's difficult for me to even reach out to some of the schools to get anything done sometimes. So how did you able to get the other schools involved in this Soles4Souls?
Well, it really helped that the Indian Springs Elementary School PTA president is the same person as the newest middle school, Piper Ranch Middle School. Their PTA president is also the same president, and she's also my neighbor.
Who's that?
Miss Michelle Moriarty.
Michelle Moriarty, of course.
Yes, I love Miss Moriarty.
Yeah, so let's give her some props, right?
Yes, we went all 1940s on her, and we just kind of showed up at her door, and was like, hey, let's talk for a bit.
Wait, what did you say, 1940s?
1940s. Like, we didn't text her, we didn't call her, we just kind of showed up at her house. And we're
it's called 1940s?
I don't know, I'm saying that right now.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe that's a new buzzword or something.
No,
I didn't know that. Okay.
It is now because I'm saying it. But.
Okay, well, let's call it 1980s.
1980s?
Yeah, all right. So you went 1980s on her and got her to go ahead and get involved with Piper Ranch and Indian Springs.
Yeah, so we talked to her about those two schools. And then from there, because I was actually afraid, so I had this whole plan out, and then I was actually afraid I was going too big for the first year out. So at first I thought I was just kind of jumping in too deep, and maybe like if people do it next year and the years pass, we can slowly expand more and more. And so I just went with what my feeder pattern was.
Okay.
So if those schools had been built, I would have gone to Indian Springs and Piper Ranch.
Right.
So I was just going to do my feeder pattern.
Right.
But then other schools started hearing about it, and they're like, hey, we want to be involved with that. And I was like, that sounds great.
Wow.
Okay. Most of these people I actually don't didn't really contact that much about, hey, you want to join us?
So they just contacted you, though?
They contacted me.
Wow.
And said, hey, we want to be involved with this. And I said, that sounds great.
So drum roll a little bit, and how many total shoes are we talking about? Or do you want to keep that secret until the final reveal?
We're still counting. We're still counting. We're still counting. So
what is it north of? What number?
Like, it is north of 2,000 shoes.
North of 2,000 pairs of shoes. Oh my gosh. So you've exceeded, you've doubled.
I've doubled, and then we're still finding more shoes.
Oh my gosh, that's awesome. Are you happy about this?
I'm extremely happy. I saw the number when we had our work day on the 15th.
Right.
And I started tearing up.
Did you?
I did. I teared up. I thought it was going to be, in all honesty, I thought it was kind of going to be a total flop. People were going to be like, why am I giving this person my shoes?
Yeah,
That's so
why am
weird.
Like,
I thought people were going to be like, why? And then no one would donate. And then so many people were so gracious and gave, and it was it was a happy overwhelming.
That's awesome.
It was.
So what have you learned about, people, about yourself, and through this experience?
I've definitely learned that, I mean, I already knew this, but it just was another showing of it, of just how giving people are in this community, and how grateful I am to live in a community that is willing to help out others.
Right.
And not just shelter themselves with their stuff, and
That's great.
give things that they don't need anymore for people that do need them.
Yeah. What did you find out about yourself? I mean, are you...
myself? I've definitely learned that I am capable of hosting something and bringing people together to work on something as a community.
Yeah.
And just being able, just that sense of, I can do this.
Yeah.
I definitely learned that about myself, because
And I hope that other students who helped out and worked on this also see the same value as well, too.
I hope they do as well. I believe they did.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, no, it's great. With what you got going on, you got, of course, one more year, senior year coming up.
Yes.
Is this experience giving you some thoughts about the future in terms of what you might want to do for the future, perhaps, or your interest by any chance, in some sense?
It's definitely taught me taught me more that I do enjoy helping out others.
Yeah.
And so right now my plan is I hope to go to Texas State University.
Great. Excellent.
And I hope to be a physical therapist for the Army.
Nice.
And teaching people how to walk on prosthetics.
Wow.
And learning how to rewalk, and helping out their families with that.
Oh, that's great.
Situation.
Wow. You know what? I tell you what, the future is bright. You're doing a fantastic job. We're really proud of you. Our school district is very proud of you, and certainly the whole entire community, I'm sure. So we're looking to donate 2,000 shoes.
2,000 shoes. Well, thank you for doing this.
Abby, thank you very much.